been struck by lightning gifted 𝑧𝒕𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒅𔒔, the innkeeper.
Hello, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Hello, 𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔. Hello, NIMBY. Hello, 𝒂𝒏𝒅𝒔. Hello, Faiz. Hello, Ball. Hello, my trumpet 𝒂𝒏𝒌𝒔. Thank you for gift, my Bob. Bob got it. Bob. How you doing today? You doing Gucci gumdrops? I haven't tweeted out the stream, so you need to give me a little bit. Australia is introducing a draconian digital ID scheme to us, so if I go silent, you know why. Ooh, what's that about? Is it kind of like the EU thing where, or is it like UK thing where they have to do like, they have to scan their ID to YouTube or something to prove that they're over 13? Nice to meet you. Hello! Hello! How you going? Oh, eat so much today because I had a day off. Like in the UK. I see, so it is kind of like in the UK. I hope it works out though. I hope it's not like I hope in theory it's like scary, but I hope in actuality it's less scary. Hopefully. Let me just, I need to do a bunch of stuff. One sec before we start playing. Are you really from Malaysia, Briar? I am from Malaysia. Yes. It is 8 p.m. I was sleeping at 8 p.m. Just big eeps, little eeps. We shall see. I thought I'd warn you if I go sad. Alright. Thank you for warning me. Where you live now. I can't tell you that. That's no bueno. Okay, wait. Where is my... I'm looking for an email. Like, I have the game. I just need to see, like, what I have to mention just in case. Since this is part of a festival. What kind of game you gonna play? This is visual novel. This week it's a visual novel week until Saturday and Sunday. Then Saturday and Sunday we are playing Kingdom Hearts. But before that, this week is our visual novel, so it's mostly just reading. Let me just tweet out the game and stuff. Horror or love stories? It's the we played this game before, but we played the demo. It is a horror, but it's like a surreal kind of horror. It's a Livber. We played the demo before, but now it's a full game, so we'll see what happens. We continue. Last time it was like the demo was quite short. Horror game, story, cartoon. It's It's not really like cartoonish kind of art, but it's like I don't know, like portrait kind of art. Let's see. All the links are in the description, by the way. You can check out the game and check out the link to the festival, because all the games are featured on Steam, and I think most of them are on sale this week as part of the festival. Here we are. Good evening. Hello, Shreckle. Welcome. When did you start VTuber debut? I think around the end of October 2023. It's like 2 years. We've been doing this for 2 years. Hold on, I'm almost done. Hello, Zahid. Welcome, Zahid. How are you doing? Good. Good is good. Good is good. Okay, now let me boot up the game. Booting up the game. Sorry, I'm a little slow because I was napping. Then I woke up. After stream, I'm probably gonna nap some more. I don't think they'll be nap at that point. I think they'll just be straight eat. Eat again. Alright, where is game? Where is the game? Why can't I find it? There it is. New DLC, wow. What new DLC? Oh, it's like the art of the game. I see. Yo, napping all night. I think that's called sleeping. Yeah, exactly. It's just eating. Hello, the mongoose. It'd be cool if we can pet Nova. That is true, but I don't think I can set that up. I have to look into it. Oh, thank you, Faiz. You met VTuber from Malaysia. Yeah, there's a lot of VTubers from Malaysia. I'm part of 𝒂💏 Life, and 𝒂💏 Life is all Malaysian VTubers. Ow. Okay, hold on. The game is very loud. Hold on. Very loud game. Okay, that's better. How do I make the game smaller? tasty yogurt for breakfast. Hello, native engine. No, but don't you tell Brian he's sleeping. Oh my god, no eeping. No eeping. Online friends. Online friends. Hello, Danny. Okay, I don't think I can make the window smaller. I think I have to play in full screen. That means I have to bring chat in front. No eeping? No eeping? That's no bueno. We gotta eat. Okay, Livber. It's not appearing. One sheep, two sheep, three sheep. No, he's eaten. Okay, let me check. Okay, I know it's a black screen right now, but okay, maybe I need to use window capture. One sec. Oh wait, no, there it is. There it is. Okay, well, I need to move some stuff on my screen. I forgot where the text box is in this game. There she be. There she be. Okay, wait, let me start new game first. And then I'll see where the text box is. I see her in my dreams. Her in that house on the edge of a cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter. The one bearing her name, my old love, Lilith. 5 years ago, on a dark night, they took her from that house, executed her for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in, but now she's calling me back to that house. Wants to bury her breath in my sins, but how? That's what I have to find out. So this is the one we have a toxic eggs and we ate meat and we turned into an amalgamation. But we only did the first act for the demo. So act 1, welcome home to my love. But the full game is like 3 hours. Okay, one sec. It's a psychological horror game. Yeah, it is. Okay, one sec. Let me just put chat here. Our ex was that hardcore vegan. No, she was like, she wanted us to eat that meat. Okay. I'm a little sniffly, but not as sniffly as last time. The last time I played this, I sneezed so much before, and I was so sniffly. Let me drink some water first. I need more water later. I'm thirsty. Okay. Far past the Hook Haven, which is woven by the grounded ships of Livber, there's a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it. You don't hear it. Yet you know the power it holds, enough to alter all of Gaia, a womb for gales to blow out of. But you come here. You wait, standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut, 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. Wait, am I lagging? Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Is it like my modem lagging, or is it just stream lagging? If it's stream lagging, it's not me. It's not. It's YouTube. It's YouTube being dumbos. But if it's my model, then maybe I have to play window mode. Where did you get the game? It's on Steam. I got the game on Steam. Okay, I'll continue first though. You stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. Okay, I'll read the letter. The raindrops fall on the paper, landing with soft patters. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from being blown away by the wind. The silvery moonlight, trapped between the clouds, shimmers across the ink spilled from a woman's hand. You read the lines again and again. Ooh. I'll read it from the dialogue, not this letter on the. I'll read it here. Here. My love, if you're reading these lines, it means there's still something inside your heart that belongs to me. As I've always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared. You must be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot be left undone. Turn back, pass through the dark, complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love. As long as you have the courage, as long as you do not fear, I am waiting for you in the never-all. Lilith. I need to put an end to this nonsense. She's dead. And yet you fear that she isn't, because what waits for you may be far more dangerous than a corpse calling you to her door. Like what? Like memories. Just like this very moment, standing here in the rain. A memory brought you here, and it keeps you here. But why? Why here? Why would she call me here? Where else could it be? This is where the two of you began. That wooden house on the cliffs by Livber's shore. This is where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies all buried here. This two-story hovel, raised upon your memories. I can still leave. Yes, but you won't. The trembling letter in your hand is proof of that. You will see this simple village buried beneath Livber's shores. You'll open the door to the shack standing right there, right here where you stand now. That's it. That's easy. Hello, Rena. Welcome, Rena. How you doing? Wait, one second though. Let me do the thing. I'll do the thing. One second. Let me see if it works. Oh, hello, Fukustar. Welcome. Okay, let me see if the automatic one works for Fukustar. Oh. Well, the one for Rena didn't work, even though it worked yesterday. I'm sorry, Rena. But the Fukustar one worked. I'm sorry, Rena. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Hello, 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 Mau. Hello, Alakan. Welcome. We're just doing some reading. My bad, fam. No, it's okay. I don't know why. Yesterday it worked, and then it didn't work, and now it's not working again. Got my glasses today. I'm wearing them now. Nice. You get used to them. Brain rot. 8% brain rot. Not enough brain rot. Reading fun. Reading fun. Thank you. Thank you for head pat. Okay, put the letter in my pocket. Work about what? I was trying to shout you out, but it didn't work. The shout out thing. Cause I've been trying, cause I have to set up my own commands. And I don't, and yesterday it worked. Then today it's not working again, so I'm sorry. I wanted to shout you out. Briar, I just found out that the Briar means thorn. Briar does mean thorn. It's also the original name of Sleeping Beauty. Also, I need to sneeze. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I think it's better. Bless you. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing good. Okay, maybe I will end up sniffling this game. The Shootai. Thank you. The last time I played this game, I also sneezed and I sniffled a bunch. Bless you. Thank you. Also, congratulations on the model. The new model review is very pretty, Rena. So you're saying you're booty? Oh my god, I'm pretty? Okay, we continue. You're a waking beauty. Oh my god, but I was eating earlier. allergic to the game. Okay, let's see. You shouldn't. Oh, hello, Yemins. Welcome. Hello, 𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. You shouldn't stand in the rain. Knock knock. It's a kitty. Oh wait, I'm covering the kitty. That's no good. I can't cover the kitty. Wait, can I like? You can kind of see him. Okay, yeah. Let me just do that real quick. Yeah, now you can see him. And then when the kitty goes away, I'll put myself back. Text game. Text game. Okay. Knock on the door. Meow. Just as your cat, not cat. Just as your hand reaches the door, you hear Yell's voice from beyond the threshold. The winged, what is it, Digimon? Digimon? No, it's a sheeples. Sup, I'm new here. Welcome, Yarik. Welcome. We're doing a reading. The winged Bacter, is a neutral form cat with wings, who never truly leaves you and never truly belong to you. Her white fur glows as if soaked in light, not rain. What's the sheep's name? The sheep's name is Nova. Nova, like supernova, and Ba, as in sheeple. She spreads her wings and leaps swiftly toward you. Landing at your feet, she shakes the droplets from her coat. Then she sits back on her hind legs, head tilted, amber eyes watching you with curiosity. Meow, meow. I'm gonna pet the cat. Mrrr. I got an achievement for pet the cat. Yell gently brushes her head against your feet. Then she stops before the door. She looks up at it. With a soft stroke, she traces the door frame with her paw. Then she turns her amber eyes to you. Oh my gosh, she's gone. Okay, wait. Let me just wrote this down. It's no ba, not va. Like Nobaa. Right, Noba? Right, Noba? He can talk, by the way, but only if you pay him money. But I can make him talk. Anytime.
Hello, everyone.
There you go. I made him talk for you. Well, I hope you'll still be here when I return, my friend. Brr. The wind falls silent for a moment. You hear the waves of the sea easing in the distance. Far, far away, the flash of a lightning strike blinds you, but its thunder never reaches your ears. The raindrops hang, weightless in midair. Yo glances at you one last time and spreads her wings. Then she leaps into the shadows between the rocks. Your fate embraces you. Open the door. The door creaks open, but even you don't know what it is you hope to see, do you? Your guilt has chased you all the way here, and at last your sins have caught you. I'm ready to face my past. Though you wish you were. As you crack the door open, the air brushing against your face is stale and musty. The sweetness of tall flowers mixes with the scent of something burned. It pulls you back to that festival day, to the moment you first met Lilith, and then you see her, standing beneath the dim light, like she's been torn from the heart of this house. You lose your breath. A chill crawls up your spine and you freeze. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling, whether from fear or excitement you can't tell. A whisper slips from your lips. Lilith. She doesn't see you, bent slightly over the table, trying to light a candle, just as you remember her. Lilith, the ghost of your past, your greatest lie and sin. Is this really Lilith? You stare stunned at the woman who stands before you. She should be dead. Her hair no longer shines like it did that festival night. Reddish brown strands fall over her shoulder like wet strings. Her skin is sallow, a ghost-like paleness, and her eyes. The moment she turns her head and you meet them, another hollow question slips from your lips. How? Do you remember? Okay, nice picture. She's sniffing some flowers. You remember, the festival night, a warm breeze carries the city's aroma far away. You two slip away from the crowded streets. The early black crimson glow wraps Lilith's hair like a fiery halo. The noise of celebration fades behind you. Right there, you hand Lilith a bouquet of white tau-leaf flowers. She looks deep into your eyes. She smiles. Tossing her hair back, she asks the same question. White tau-leaf flowers. How did you find these? There's nothing I couldn't find for you. A beautiful lie, told so well, even you believed it yourself. My love, she looks at you, as if about to say something. A pained smile touches her lips. The silence hangs between you. You finally come. 5 years later, you. How could you write this letter? With my love, of course. With the love I hold for you. Each letter carried my blood. Don't pretend you didn't feel it. You knew. I whispered every word to you before, my love. You're wrong. You never told me any of this. This is not the time for accusations, my love. After all these years, after seeing you again, come, sit. As the candle flickers, you think you see a brief shadow of hatred flash across Lilith's face, as if beneath her skin, another face is waiting. No, I won't sit before you give me an answer. Is it really you? Lilith slowly approaches. You now see her eyes more clearly than ever. Something writhes behind her gaze. Her body leans towards you, getting closer. You feel the sweet aroma rising from her skin, her warm breath brushing against you. My love, do you really not recognize me? This is a game. All this has to be an illusion. An illusion. Her smile spreads across her face. If only it were, my love, then perhaps I'd wake up in the night you left me. But here you are. So shall we eat? Sit in the chair. I really put work to make tonight perfect. I wanted certain things to be flawless for our reunion. After you've left me the rod it's been... She pauses for a moment, looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I should have died. I know you did. After I made you that offer. After I told you we had to become one. Our souls, my love. We had to piece our souls together and bind them with that alchemy ritual. You expected me to pay the price for your madness, Lilith. I said no, because you had decided to destroy me. I had to make a choice. Her hand holding the fork freezes in midair for a second. As the silence stretches, Lilith's breathing deepens. Ha, 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 ha. My madness. I offered your love, only love. A love so deep that even death couldn't end it. But you were afraid. Thank you for a head pat. Afraid to be with me beyond Neverall. You betrayed me. Did you think I wouldn't know when I told you about the black alchemy ritual? When I spoke of piecing our souls together to crown our love? You saw my blood, heard my screams. You saw me vanish into the dark of the waters. I'ma be silent. She turns her face towards you, and it darkens with hatred, with rage, with something darker, and with something even I cannot name. Her skin ripples, as if 100 tiny things move beneath it. You can't tell if it's real, or just the candle's flickering light playing tricks on you. Then, just as quickly as it came, the moment passes. Lilith slowly leans back. Love means something different to you. You don't love me. You just want to own me. It breaks my heart that you believe it could be that simple, my love. You don't understand. I never wanted to own you. Never did. The wooden walls of the house groan under the assault of the rain, driven harder by the wind. The sea crashes against the cliffs, then pulls back into itself with a hiss of white foam. Darkness spreads ever outward beyond the horizon. For a fleeting moment, you wish you were out there on the deck of a ship bound for somewhere you cannot see. Too little, too late. Thank you for glasses. I'm guessing she's the villain and she's smiling like crazy. She is a bit crazy. Your madness will break both of us, Lilith. It already has, my love. Just like those paintings you love so much. It's not my madness. Oh, no, no. It's your cowardice. Nothing more than a diseased reflection of faded memories in your mind. Like this place, like me, like you. Go on, eat. Pork meat. I cooked it just the way you like. It wasn't easy, but it melts slowly on the tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you'll taste the herbs. I'd never imagined pork meat could be edible. By the way, pork is like a unicorn, I think. Yeah, it's like a horse. It's like a horse. No horn though. It's a magical horse. Still. Another pretty picture. She's looking at the pork. When dating, chat, look for red flags. When she's named Lilith, run away! After the festival where we first met, that first night when you told me you loved me, we saw a pork, remember? It was magnificent. Its mane was long and beautiful. You remember, don't you, my love? Afterwards, we went to get something to eat. I couldn't stop thinking about it. You were mesmerized by that creature. You kept going on about how beautiful it was. How bright its mane shone. How proud it stood. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? 𝒂𝒔. 𝒂𝒔! That night we met, we didn't eat anything. No! She slams her hands on the table, leaning forward. Her face contorts with rage, her eyes wide and unblinking, bowing to you, burning with intensity. No, no, no. That's exactly what we ate. You told me how much you love me, how we'd never be apart. Do you remember what else you said? I told you I'd never leave you no matter what. That's what you said, wasn't it? It takes me a while to understand things sometimes. Like that night, I ran away to you. You stroked my hair and laid me down against your shoulder, whispering that you loved me. But I get it now. Even then, you were already thinking about how you'd leave me. Lilith doesn't take her eyes off you. Every motion she makes to cut the pork meat with her fork shakes her entire body. Her head tilts slightly, the candlelight slipping through her crimson hair. Silky strands swing gently back and forth. Your gaze shifts downward. You realize she's not slicing the meat on her plate, but pressing the blade into her own index finger with all her strength, blood mixing with the meat below. So do I stop her or I'm poop? Yeah, she's cutting into her own finger. I'ma not interfere. As you jerk back suddenly, the table's leg scrapes against the wooden floor. Your knees knock sharply against its underside. What's wrong, my love? Lilith's eyes drop to where you're looking, at the porcelain plate before her. After a brief pause, she presses one of the scattered papers onto her finger. You... Lilith's eyes drift down to your gaze, to the porcelain plate. After a brief pause, she picks up a scrap of paper from the floor and presses it against her bleeding finger. Then, in the blink of an eye, she's at your side in an instant. Ah, my love, if only you knew how happy it makes me to see you worry about me. But it's just a small cut. Don't fret. Your finger, are you sure you're alright? What did you say? Yes, I'm fine. It's just, did I ever tell you how my mother died? She was addicted to doping. Some people claim she was obsessed. I never wanted to believe it. I was around 7 when she had her last crisis. She ran out of doping and thought she could drink the liquid pleasure from her own veins. When they found her, she drowned in her own blood. Tragic. Yet I used to find it funny. But now I understand why she did it. Wait a second, you thought it was funny that your mother drowned in her own blood? She nods. The candle flickers. Rain lashes against the windows. You listen until the soft patter of every drop echoes in your ears. Lilith's breath mingles with yours. Slowly, she circles around you and slips into the darkness. The woman watches you unblinking. She waits, impatient for you to eat. Also, I realized I forgot something. One sec. There we go. My bad. There it is. I forgot. It's part of the festival. I need to put that up. Headpad. Headpad! Impatient for you to eat? No, don't eat. I can't put up with this madness any longer. Get up. Oh no, she got a knife. Do you think you can defy fate? From the beginning, we were destined to be one. Neither you nor anyone else can stop this. Never, never, never! Head for the door. Setting up, your head spins. You steady yourself and move toward the door. Behind you, Lilith gasps. Just as your trembling hands reach the door, Lilith blocks your path, eyes wide with madness, mouth agape. She clutches the knife she used to cut the meat. You instinctively tense up. Don't be ridiculous. Get out of my way. You completely lost your mind. I haven't finished what I have to say, my love. Everything is ready for our souls to unite. We only have to die together. I wish I could have saved you from this pain, Lilith. Rain pounding against the window intensifies. Lightning briefly illuminates the paintings, fresh and glistening as if painted. Your eyes drift toward the pork meat. It subtly moves on the bloody plate. I can't let you leave, my love. You haven't finished your meal. I didn't come here to eat or anything. You've lost your mind. You've changed. You're a part of me, in my body, my heart, my soul. Do you understand? You're mine, my love, mine. I can't lose you again. On her maddened face, there's a terrifying grin mingled with dread. Veins bulge on her forehead. The whites of her widened eyes are bloodshot. Her grip tightens on the knife until her knuckles whiten. She steps towards you. Stop! Lilith's crazed eyes bulge as if ready to burst from their sockets. Beneath her ragged clothes, her chest heaves violently with each breath. Then suddenly, her skin splits apart like parched earth around an ever-blowing whirlwind on a distant island nation. The first thing I see when I join stream is angry woman with knife. Yes, she's trying to kill us. Her cheeks, mouth, hair, your last shred of rational thought scream at you. Run! Your feet recoil in an archaic reflex, and you stumble over one of the books scattered on the floor, crashing down. For a brief moment, yellowed pages spill out across the ground from the fallen book. You catch glimpses of your own drawings, a dining table, a woman clutching a knife. But there's no time to focus. Struggling to your knees, you crawl deeper into the house. That's when you remember there's a passage leading from the basement to the cellar door outside. The cellar! I gotta get to the cellar! There's nothing left to separate us, my love. From the darkness of the corridor, Lilith's voice emerges, scarcely taking shape in her throat. It carries the strangeness of an extra-Gaian creature that seems to have only learned how to speak. You sprint and finally reach the cellar door. Reach for the door. Gripped by sudden terror, you seize the cellar's cold handle, expecting a hand to clutch your shoulder at any moment as footsteps grow louder down the corridor, but it never comes. As you push the door open, a wave of dampness and the nauseating stench of things that should have long been dead hits you in the face. Stepping through the doorway, you slam it shut. As you bolt the door behind you, an abysmal silence and darkness wrap around you. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Is that Act 1? I think Odi et Intelligo. But it Latin. More Latin. Echoes deep within Act 2. I think there are 3 acts. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, now this is completely new. Because previously it was like what we played in the demo. But now it's completely new. In the dark, you pause a moment. Your mind strains to grasp what this is. Lilith, food, creation. The dusk and creak of boards mingle with your hurried breath. Beneath your feet, stairs descending. The basement. Could I find a way out through the basement? Once on a sunlit morning of the first circad, a time cycle marking the 3-year period of Gaia. You saw Yell descend these very basement stairs. You followed after, finding her scratching at a hollow in the corner. Once you drew near, you saw it was a hatch opening outwards. Old, broken, hinges rusted. When Lilith saw it, she grew fearful. Do I remember what it looked like? Yes, as I said, a hatch made of wood, round, wedged among the stones of the walls, plastered with mud. You hardly noticed it before or after. If you could find it, perhaps it could lead you outside. You can try. In the end, do you really have another choice? I have no other choice. I'm going down the stairs. I'm not going back to crazy. The wooden steps groan beneath your tread. Their cries, like the house itself, are bitter shrieks. From unseen depths rise a heavy moan, the stink of mold and damp. One step, another, you go down. Open the door slightly. You re-rise from the dark. As the basement stairs sink into an abysmal silence, your steps find solid ground. Old memories. You remember the rooms beneath this house you once shared with Lilith, but like everything else, this place feels unfamiliar now. Lilith. Her dread is still fresh, sharp and ripe. Crystals growing between the stones in the wall cast a faint pale light. When you lift your head, you see 2 doors standing tall in the wall ahead. Does one lie and one tell the truth? I don't recognize this place. Where am I? As your eyes adjust to the crystal's pale glow, you survey the chamber. The stone walls drip with dampness, cloaked in moss. When you listen closely, you hear the crash of waves hammering the cliffside beyond. Knowing a world still waits outside grants you a fleeting comfort. On the wall to your right, 2 circles are carved, harsh lines slashed between them, refusing union, drawn with hateful strokes. Before the wall where the crystal is embedded, a rotting wooden table leans into decay. On it rests a broken frame, coated in dust. On the floor, a melted candle and a blood-stained, shredded journal. Look at it. It is indeed a journal with some drawings and some writings and scribblings. You step among the scattered parchments and torn books. Reaching for the journal fragment beside the candle, it crumbles in your grasp. You open it carefully. That bloody script is unmistakable. Lilith's hand. Most of it is unreadable, but in the final pages you can make sense of some hastily scrawled words. I'm shaping her. She will be complete at last. Is there any other way? No, no, it will be perfect. We'll be complete together. We'll be complete with him. What other twisted lunacies did you carve into these pages? I'm gonna look at it. Words are not enough. I need something deeper, more physical. Here, in the basement of the house we once shared, I've hidden something of his. While he wanders around the house, he suffers his greatest regret in its deepest place. Should I tell him that she is not dead? The journal has been scratched, gouged, bloodied, as though Lilith needed to make her devotion visible. No matter how you try, there is little more to glean from the crumbling pages. You let the journal fall. The air grows heavier. Your ears begin to ring. I need to get out of here. I gotta find the path to the door. You push aside the books, scattered parchments, and broken wood with your foot, and step closer to the doors. To the left is an iron door, rusted with the weight of years. Upon it is a symbol, old and long, since stripped of meaning. The other door is heavy, made of damp wood. It creaks faintly, as though breathing. Both seem bad. Well, the damp wood one is probably, maybe it's rained on and then it's watery. So maybe it's like fresh water. Hopefully. Wooden door. Oh. When you open the wooden door, the sour stench of sweat and decay greets you. Fearing Lilith might be close behind, you step inside and quickly shut the door. You look around. Like before, the room is bathed in the uncanny blue glow of a crystal embedded in the wall. The air hums with expectation, and then a voice. Do you remember me? Nani, who are you? Who I am? I mean, I don't remember who I was, but what I am, I don't know. Look closely. When you turn toward the voice, you see a young woman standing motionless in the corner of the room, her skin clinging tightly to bone. If not for her eyes, bright and piercing deep into your soul under the pale light, you might have mistaken her for a still silhouette of a statue. But then she tilts her head, just slightly, and in that moment you see it more clearly. There's something in the woman's eyes, something you once knew, something you once loved. Wait a sec, I know you. Finally, she made me. From the beginning, and, yes. I didn't want this, Lilith. When she said our creation, was she talking about you? You wish it were so. You want this madness to end soon, to see Lilith's strange game come to a close. But no, this isn't the creation Lilith spoke of. This is a personal experiment of hers. What she has in store for you is something very different. Is Lilith? Shh, don't say it. If you speak her name, she'll come. The young woman, hearing Lilith's name, presses herself against the wall. She pulls her shoulders inward, her eyes fixed on the door behind you as she speaks. I had to be good. I mean beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I had to be. Yes. Okay, I need to oh no, she's stitched together. I need to sneeze a bit. Maybe not. When she pulls back, The crystal's light reveals her more clearly. A scar runs from beneath her neck up across her cheeks to her hairline. Her skin is stretched tight, as though cut and sewn back together along those lines. Her eyelids are gone. Her chin juts to a strange, sharp point, just as you once told Lilith you like faces like that. The fingers she wraps around her arms are thin, impossibly long. Oh, thank you for headband. Longer than anyone's should be, as though filed down, extended, altered again, exactly the way you once told Lilith you liked them. The woman before you looks like someone who has been worked on constantly, reshaped piece by piece since she was a child. How could she do this? Ah, sniffles. The young woman rises from where she cowered against the wall. For a moment her smile reminds you of the woman you left at the table above. She sways her body slowly, just as Lilith used to. Then she takes a gentle step forward. For you, my love, I've become exactly the one you wanted. That's what you always wished for, isn't it? Look, I've become the body you desired. Are you hurt? Did Lilith steal your body and soul? I've always still been yours, love. The young woman collapses onto her knees as if she used every last ounce of strength. Breathless, she turns her gaze to you. Was I good? You've been good? Yes, I've been good. She said so. Stayed here. If you're good enough, he'll love you too, she said. She said so. But if I'm just good enough, you'll love me, right? She tilts her head and looks at you. The sharpness of her chin casts an unsettling shadow in the darkness. You're not the one I love. I shouldn't have let her do this to you. The thing you're staring into isn't Lilith. It's just an empty shell, a twisted reflection stripped of free will, an uncanny amalgam where fragments of the young woman have somehow tangled with the essence she poured into it. In that moment, a crushing wave of pity floods her entire being, but you can't tell who it's for. The woman looking at you with desperate hope, Lilith, or yourself. But Lady told, she told if you're good, he'd love you. I failed, then I ain't good. It was never about whether you were good or not. You were enough, always. It's just the thing making you feel otherwise is wrong. You're saying all this because of her. The young woman looks at you with tearful eyes. You're not reaching Lilith's poisonous personality, painstakingly built over decades. You're reaching deeper, trying to touch who she once truly was. A white place once with flowers. There were waves there. My mother, yes, she used to read me sometimes. Things like she minds with writing with her hand. Favorite time of day, coffee, cake, and bread. Oh my god, me? And coffee? Coffee sounds good. Remain silent. I don't even remember. Her voice was so beautiful. Sometimes I hear it. When Milady changed me, she'd talk to me. She said you'd come back. She leaned her body against the wall. Her hands hang limply by her sides. Her face locks onto you, expressionless. But I think the time will never come because you'll never love me. Do you want to hear your mother's voice again? She nods shyly. Then we need to get out. Suddenly, she opens her eyes wide and collapses to the wall she was leaning against. She covers her ears with her hands. Get up! No, it won't happen. Milady will find me. I can't go. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You said you don't love me. You'll come and you'll love me. There's a beautiful world waiting for you outside. Waves, huge, towering waves. When they crash against the cliff's edge, they send up sprays of white pearl like foam. Books that tell of incredible tales and stories. She doesn't understand the words you say. With her hands over her ears, She just stares at your face. Her lips move constantly. I'm here. I'll stay here. I'll wait for you. You'll love me. She said so. We can escape. You understand me? I'll stay here. You'll come. You'll come back. You'll love me. You'll come. Continue. Cheesecake with raspberries on a brownie. That sounds so tasty. I hope you enjoy. A little snipply. She no longer hears you, curled up against the wall, hands over her ears. This hollow shell just rocks back and forth, murmuring that you'll come back, that one day you'll love her. The chains wrapped around her neck are drawn so tight, no force could ever free her from this place. I need to find a way out of this room. As the heavy weight of the air presses down on you, your eyes catch the doors nestled among moss-covered wooden panels on the wall to your right. The first door is made of unpolished wood, but its surface is intricately carved with winding grain patterns like real tree bark, dried moss fragments, and root designs reaching upwards. It looks as if it had been carved from the trunk of an actual tree. Thank you for head pet. Oh, sniffly. Digimon? Digital monsters. The second door, by contrast, doesn't look natural at all. Its surface is nearly ivory white, but faintly glowing raised patterns appear. Human bones, ribs, finger joints, jaw fragments, all intricately carved and joined together. You can't help but admire this art. A small inscription is etched near the end of the door. The most delicious are the familiar. I'ma go into the danger bone door. The moment you touch the white knob of the door, a fierce cold grips your body. It's as if you're touching a gravestone, the chill of death itself. Suddenly thoughts rush into your mind. Your mother, Lilith. Your conscience. You realize you're trying to figure out which one feels more familiar. For a moment you think about the piece of meat placed on the table when you sat with Lilith upstairs. What kind of meat it was. You shake your head, banishing the thoughts from your mind, and open the door. The door opens without resistance. Inside, it's a little brighter. Metal tables are scattered across the room, each layered with dried blood. On the floor, small pools of urine and pus mingle with damp stone, releasing an unbearable stench. And in the midst of it all hangs bodies on chains from the ceiling, rotten, hollowed out, left on hooks to be forgotten. Who dares disturb my century-long slumber? The voice sounds as if it's scraping its way out of a throat that shouldn't be alive. Thank you for head pet. Who are you? I'm over here. Come closer. I don't bite. Well, I'm kidding. Of course I bite. But right now, that's not really an option. I'm a bit tied up, you see. Oh dear. That don't look good. The thing before you is a body without its lower half. Another of Lilith's experiments. Its arms are chained to the ceiling. A hook driven through its shoulders. Its head, lolling onto its left shoulder, watches you with curiosity. It doesn't take long to notice that one of its eye sockets is empty. It's madness. I'm kidding. What happened to you? What happened? Might say so eyes. What? It's just a body with guts. It's kind of a long story, I can tell you though. Come on, pull up a chair. Sit. Look around. You glance around in the dim light. Against the far wall, a corpse rests with its head slumped against a blood-smeared surface. Each time a faint breeze, which source unknown, passes through. The body sways ever so slightly, its head dragging softly against the wall. All around you, other bodies hang from meat hooks, swaying slowly, one by one. But there's no chair, none at all. Ha! Every time, there's no chair, don't bother looking. How assessing you. For a corpse, you're surprisingly lively. Who are you? Ugh, I'm just someone who talks, alright. You're asking no right questions, like none. Plus you're in a rush. Got somewhere important to be or something? Yeah, someone's after me, trying to kill me. I don't have time to stand around and chat. I gotta get out of here. Alright, the whole ex-lover thing, isn't it? He winks with his only eye. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Secrets? What secrets? Exactly, golden boy. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's no deep secret you've locked away. Nothing hidden, nothing chained up inside you at all. He winks again. Wonk. As he forces his head forward to wink, the movement causes the chain to clash, a metallic clatter that echoes through the corpse-filled room. But the sound doesn't stop there. Somewhere in your mind, the noise starts to transform into a series of indistinct whispers. I don't understand. How'd you know all this? What are you? Ha! Now that's the right question. I'm glad you asked. Because the truth is, I haven't seen myself in a while. I don't know what I've become, but something's definitely missing. And definitely she's been trying to fill the void with something else. She did it, right? Lilith did these for her own amusement. For her own amusement? I don't think so. He shifts slightly as if trying to straighten his chain-broken body. At first, she used a bit of memory, the sweet kind. Then came a few spoonfuls of guilt, indecision, and inconsistency. You know, the usual. And finally, from the part of her that still loved you, and that she couldn't handle anymore, she poured in plenty of that. So yes, Lilith did this. But not for herself. She made me for you. She was trying to create you. I don't understand. She tried to create me for me? Why do you do that? You don't understand because you still can't grasp the heart of it, golden boy. She wanted to recreate you, in her own language, in the shape she chose, a version of you with no fear, no silence, nothing left unsaid, so she could pick up where you stopped, where you ran, where you left things unfinished. Well, that unfinished place is standing right in front of you. How? Black alchemy. You know what blood and the hidden forces of the universe can do, but don't get it wrong, she created me, but you gave life to me. The chains holding the corpse tighten, a strange sickly yellow halo begins to glow from its single eye. Below the waist, rotten organs dangle from the gaping cavity, decayed and dripping, barely clinging to what remains. Look, I'll stay and talk about what was left unfinished, but I need to go. There must be a cellar hatch around here somewhere. Where is it? So Lilith and her creations didn't really hold your interest, huh? Fair enough, then. If this room's what you seek to pass, then answer me riddles first. No need for class. No riddles. Ha! The cellar is not here, golden boy. It's that way. As his left hand shifts, the chains clink and rattle against each other. Mind the doors. They have a reputation for taking you where you don't want to go. What do you mean? Do you still think you'll find a cellar door, golden boy? You still don't get it, do you? This place is the bottom of the pit you've sunk to. Even if you hadn't seen it yet, you're falling fast. And let me tell you, when you finally hit the bottom, it's gonna hurt like hell. Maybe I had to see the bottom. I meant to bring on the stones laying at the bottom of the well, maybe. Lilith would have liked... Wait, one sec. Bree. Hello, Thomas. Welcome. Good morning, Paladin Sam. Good morning. We're talking to a corpse. He's hung up with his guts spilling out. Thank you for headpad. Thank you for second headpad. It's gonna cool down. Lilith would have liked this, I'm sure of it. She's determined to annihilate anything she thinks stands between you and her. Even you, golden boy, I mean your body, at the bottom of that pit, she'd take whatever beauty is left in your shattered mind, gather it up from 10,000 broken pieces, and remake it. Definitely her cup of tea. Is this how she created you? And here we come to the breaking point. It twists its hands into the chains and leans slowly toward you. You think it was Lilith who made me, and you're not entirely wrong. It was she who pulled at my flesh, cut me, plucked out my eye. That's true, but who do you suppose gave her the material to work with? Lilith dragged me out from her moment of joy. The rest she filled with your untold words. That you could not create, golden boy, became what created me. And what will kill me, you will be. What do you mean kill? You're already dead. Well now, that one was new. I didn't know you could break my heart like that. Come closer. Let me show you what's been keeping me alive. Alright. Alright then, here we go. Hold out your palm. A little more. Yes, do not drop it. Ugh, I really hate this part. As you stand directly in front of the corpse, the stench becomes almost unbearable. Inside his empty eye socket, you catch a faint glimmer, something shimmering. Then the body starts to retch and convulse. He grips his chains tightly as something thick rises up his throat. At last, a dark reddish fluid oozes from his mouth, and he vomits onto your outstretched hand. Well, thanks. Are those... no, it's a male corpse, but hello! Is it 𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒔? Welcome, 𝒊𝒏𝒅𝒔. Yeah, man boobs. A mouthful of thick, warm bile fills your open palm, but within that heavy heat, there's something there. Here you go, golden boy. Pretty sure this belongs to you. What's that? I got an achievement for it. A crystal, unformed, still translucent, something you once said when you truly believed you loved Lilith. A memory, your greatest joy, and your greatest lie. Welcome, TA, welcome. That feeling clung to Lilith. She took it, turned it into a ritual, shaped it, and made it something else. Which memory is this? You watch as the corpse's breath slows. The single eye sunken into its skull begins to dim. Fading softly, a faint, genuine smile forms across its face. It can no longer speak. Look at the crystal. As you wipe your hand clean, the round, translucent crystal is revealed. Veins pulse across its surface with a blue energy, throbbing like living tissue. Inside the orb, a vision takes shape. You feel Lilith's warm body against yours. The softness of her lips pressing into you, her fingers threading through your hair, her breath, hot and immediate, against your neck. Your body trembles, you're biting, tearing, devouring each other, consuming until nothing remains between you, and in that moment you're whole, truly complete. Your bodies dissolve into one another, and you touch the essence at the core of Lilith's being. Then, with your lips pressed to hers, you begin to speak. I will love you forever. The crystal shatters in your hand. A sharp flash, and then thousands of tiny fragments scatter across the room. The corpse before you slips free from its chains, crashing into the pool of fetid, pus-laced water below. With one last effort, he turns his face towards you. I said the things you couldn't. Now the words are yours, golden boy. Break free from your chains. Unlock them. We'll meet again very soon. The corpse looks at you. The same faint smile still on his face. The silence in the room deepens. Now I'll also carry the things you can no longer say. Close the corpse's eyes. The corpse doesn't respond to your touch. In the stillness, it looks almost like it's fallen into a peaceful, restful sleep. I better find a way out of here. Oh, I'm so stiffly. Hello, Ryan. Welcome, Ryan. So stiffly. As you return to searching the room, you feel something settle over you, a sense of expectation. The lifeless bodies strewn across the chamber are watching you. On the wall to your right, you see two distinct doors once again. The first door is sealed with rusted chains, but the chains aren't locked together. They merely hang there, as if trying to hold something back, and failed. The other door stands slightly ajar. Beyond it, nothing but darkness. No light, no life. I'm gonna get to the chain door. Is it cold? It could be the air conditioning. And I'm also drinking. The water is kind of cold. Oh dear. Sniffle ASMR. Sniffle ASMR. Let me drink some water. The chains draped over the door aren't tightly bound together. They simply hang there, heavy and loose, as if once tried with all their strength to seal something shut and failed. From beneath the door, a faint cold breeze flows out, carrying with a soft, flickering glow. Feel better, Briar. Thank you. Open the chain door. Well, that doesn't look good. Wait a sec. Get your pillow toggle. I don't have a pillow toggle anymore, unfortunately. I was expecting Malaysia to never really be cold. It's the air conditioning. I got the air conditioning on. You met the door and step inside. Your foot is met with a smooth surface without any texture. No stone here, no dust, not even an echo. Silence, a cold whiteness. The room is bright, far too bright. The light overwhelms your eyes. There is nothing left that could remain in shadow. Nobody's warm. Nobody does look warm. Where am I? Doesn't matter. Your gaze falls upon the white door standing directly before you. Ordinary, with nothing particularly distracting about it. It simply waits for you to open it and step through. Rest in peace, pillow toggle. I could get it eventually. I just didn't like commission it. Why is it so silent and empty? What happened to the sound of the water crashing against the stones beyond the walls? Look, none of that matters right now. You need to reach the door as soon as possible and leave this place behind. Just do what I say. Alright, move toward the door. Your footsteps echo upon the smooth stone. Because you have no shadow, you cannot be sure where you tread. It feels like walking and more like gliding. It's so quiet in here. Yes, there truly is nothing here, a void without a beginning, a restless nothingness that cannot be digested, even in memory, stagnation, and that is precisely why we must leave here. How? By opening the door and leaving here. You're right. Was he doing it before? He was doing it a little bit, but not so blatantly. Your footsteps echo upon the smooth stone. Because you have no shadow, you cannot be sure where you tread. It feels like walking and more like gliding. It's so horribly wrong. Yes, because we weren't meant to be here. Your story wasn't supposed to continue this way. But we can easily fix that. Heed my words and keep walking. The only thing that matters now is reaching the door and leaving this room. Oh, come on, must know. Know what? That behind that door there aren't more doors. And behind those more, still behind those more, this is an endless labyrinth. You can't, and all you can do is hope. I can get out of there. I can get out of here. I will see the waves of the sea, and feel the winds caressing my face once more. Absolutely. Now place one foot before the other, and let's leave this place. Approach and open the door. Yes, exactly. You reach for the door. You open it and step through the other side. It's that simple. You leave behind the empty, meaningless room that never should have been. The story flows again, just as it was meant to. You open the door. What greets you is neither the whisper of the dead nor darkness. It's a warm room lit by amber tones, filled with a pleasant scent, a familiar scent Notes of phenolin dance with the resinous breath of leucine. For a moment, your nose stings and your eyes build up. You know the smell. Right in front of your eyes stands an old wooden table. I got an achievement. I don't know what it was for. Scattered pages lie around it, along with small alembics and chemical traces, and someone is there, a woman, a very old woman. Her golden hair streaked with gray is tied up in a bun at the back of her head. At the hoof built into the wall, she stirs something inside a glass bowl. She doesn't seem to notice you. Step inside quietly and watch what she's doing. You step inside carefully and quietly. The old woman's hunchback is turned towards you. From the counter, just to the left of the hoof, she takes a powder and adds it to the mixture. A hiss rises from the glass bowl. The woman waits, then lets out a sigh. Keep watching. No, but jiggling is my subway surfer's ADHD. No, but just jiggles a lot. Not right, not quite right. Another method, another. If Lilith wants this to work, the missing piece must be found. Move a little closer to get a look at the mixture. Missing, missing, missing. The woman suddenly turns around. The moment she sees you, she freezes in place. A warm smile spreads across her face. The dark circles under her eyes and the wrinkles give away her age. Ah, yes. Welcome, young man. Well, I only wanted to see what you were doing, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Hope you can feel better. Yeah, I don't know why I'm sniffling today. What an old lady. Don't worry at all, darling. Come sit. She gestures to the chair in front of the wooden table. Thanks, I'm good. Remain standing. Hey, everyone. Hello, Yoko. Welcome, Yoko. Bad air. Stinky air. Bad, stinky air. The woman tilts her head slightly, her eyes fixed intently on one of the papers spread across the table. What are you doing here, ma'am? There's no need to call me ma'am, darling. My name is Legia. What am I doing? I need to prepare a mixture. But she sees the paper aside again and smiles. That same overwhelming familiar scent rises from her. Your eyes stink with tears. But something isn't right. That's why the materials won't dissolve into each other. All these fluids, formulas, maps, and enzymes. Something keeps going wrong, as if someone has tampered with it. Who? I don't know. Maybe someone wandering from room to room, trying to cleanse themselves of their past, or perhaps someone who, as a child, tampered with his mother's alchemy formulas and caused her death. Darling. You can't be talking about me. I've never been here before. I have no part in any of these alchemical mixtures. If that is what you think, is that what you think, darling? But isn't that why you knocked on the door in the first place, at the very beginning? The woman picks up one of the blue liquids from the counter and lets it catch the light. Everything here has a piece of you in it, in all of us. Guilt, regret, pains, and deaths. I only want you to leave some of it behind. What do you mean? When you were 7, how you tampered with your mother's work on her bench, how she later found you, and after scolding you a little, sent you off to bed. And the night of the accident, it wasn't your fault. Your mother's charred body was consigned to the ocean and never found. None of it, darling. None of it was your fault. Ma. A faint whisper slips from your lips. You awaken to an explosion that shakes the place when you sleep. Bright flames race across the floorboards, blinding you. You watch silently. The flames sink into black waters. Chaos, people running. They say no body was ever found. Later, you understand. The flames had been wearing a body all along. Your mother's body. I'm so sorry, darling. How do you possibly know that? Because that laboratory was mine, darling. I got mad at you that day, didn't I? I'm sorry. You had tampered with my notes. Your hands were covered in powder, dipped into the solution. But that night, I forgave you. It wasn't your fault. I was sleepless. And I never imagined you might have added something to the mixture. But you had. To you, dropping those powders and liquids of different colors into the boiling water and watching them change was nothing more than a game. It's impossible. My mother died. They never found her body. She was gone. So many, many years ago. I know, darling, I know. You thought I was gone, but I couldn't leave. And I see now I wasn't the only one who burned that night, because nothing has ever managed to tear the guilt from your mind. You believe that if not for that night, you will find me here in this room. That's why I'm here. I just wanted to spend some time with you. I lost you forever. You didn't lose me, darling. You did what you had to do, what I wanted you to do. That's why you must let go of your regret. I was proud of you. Then why are you here, Mother? To forgive me? I know, darling. The woman steps a little closer. The scent of beeswax and bergamot fills the air. You feel warm, safe. She gently places her hand against her cheek. I forgave you long ago. I'm here because you needed to forgive me. Did you love me, Mama? Always, darling. Even when you thought you had killed me. Take me out of this loop, Mama. Take me somewhere I can finally shake off this weariness. What do you think you're doing? Do you think with that tiny brain of yours you can break this loop? I'm the one who made you. You're nothing but a fudged up piece of flesh, do you understand? Without me, what meaning could reality possibly hold? Tell me. Mother. Come with me. The woman leans against the far wall. You think you can get out of here? And steps towards the alchemy cabinet. Without me, you are nothing. When I open this door, I don't know what will be waiting for you on the other side, darling. But I know you will overcome it. Your mother places a gentle kiss on your cheek, where a tear has just rolled down. No, I won't allow this. And you step through the open door of the alchemy cabinet to wake up in a new life, down by the seaside. What will I find there? No one but you can ever know that, darling. But there will be truths. When I came to against the wall, the pain in my skull was unbearable. Must have been another foul dream again. Sit up and look around. I woke up. Water trickles from the ceiling again. Moonlight. Must be midnight or whereabouts. The house is collapsing. 5 years. Dust and decay. I'm hungry. Look around. The dining table and its toppled chairs remain. On the table, dust-caked plates. Ugh, water drips again from the loft above. Insects scatter across the floor. Are you searching for food too? That sound, what was it, Lilith? Go to the kitchen. The kitchen's empty. Cockroaches scatter across the counter. Am I hungry? Not truly. What was desire meant to feel like? There's nothing here. I killed Lilith. Did that voice come from inside? What, is this real? What? Is Lilith real? She was always real, the most real of all things, but her love, no. That was madness. Mad, ha! That day I knew she would speak again of the grand unification. Lilith, are you in there? Return to the living room. The same board groans again. Beneath the weight of my guilt, the window's light shattered. Was it I who broke them? Perhaps. The doors have fallen. One leg of the dining table buckles, ready to give. In the delirium of her love, I knew I would die. I was afraid. I fled. I knew she would never let me go. What was that sound? Lilith, is it you? Boards creak everywhere, splintering, falling apart. The plaster has fallen from the walls, exposing what's beneath. Yes, this is it. Here they took her, after I betrayed her. They seized her arms and dragged her away. First they cut out her tongue, so she couldn't conjure no alchemy again. Lilith, is that you? No way, I'm going back to the living room. I'm not going in there. Dining table, overturned chairs, plates still on the table. White porcelain, only dust from the ceiling beams piled on top. Did you call out to me? What was that? To the kitchen again? The kitchen's empty. Cockroaches scatter across the counter. I'm not hungry. I remember, or imagine, the silk of Lilith's crimson hair beneath my hand. She had called me to the basement. Did that voice come from inside? No! Why do you keep bringing me to the basement? Everything is rotting. I dragged my feet forward. Did the sound come from here? Empty, but... that basement door. Yes, of course. The place where took Lilith. What did you say? Is that voice coming from here? Oh no. I have to open the door. Darkness. The stairs have long since crumbled. She told me herself. This is where they carried her out. They took her. They cut off her limbs so she would never walk again. I'm coming, my love. Are you calling to me? Where are you? No, back to the living room. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, it wants me to go to the basement. Yeah, okay, go down. A blue light. Where could it be coming from? This is the basement with one room. Damn stones covered in moss. She had drawn a circle here. She had stood at its center. When they took her, they flayed her face so no one would ever recognize her again. My love? Where are you? The blue light shimmers over your wet clothes, right? The salty water of the sea drips down from where you were thrown. Your hands are severed. Coagulated blood pools black at your feet. The flayed pieces of your face hang, oozing pus. Your lidless eyes stare at me. I'm sorry. My voice echoes off the stone. Her arms hang limply at her sides, motionless. There's a rage in her eyes. Lilith, my love. She doesn't answer. Not sure she hears me. From the slit in her bare face, shaped like a mouth, black fluid drips out. It spills onto the floor. Lilith, is that you calling to me, my love? Where are you? Go upstairs. All your memories will slowly fade away, like tears in the rain. The end. What? I forgore? I did a forgore? I think I successfully escaped. But I forgore? It's like I went down into the basement to like reminisce how she died. And then in the end I was like, well, I'll forgore. CEO, Chief Eating Officer, Yell the Cat. Amazing. What? Yeah, that was a little abrupt. But I think there's like a narrative branch thing we can look at. Let me look at the narrative map. There's like a narrative map. At the door, before the dining table, basement A. Basement B? Huh? The N1. I think that's the one if we eat the meat. That's a little strange. Wait, stairs, entrance, attic, N2. Oh, you can. Oh, it's like if you safely exit, you get N2. Clara A. Alchemy room. Clara B. Picture. Oh, there's a lot of things you can get. White room. N2. Oh! If you stay in the white room, or if you can safely leave as well. The feast. The resolution. Lilith resolution. Oh, okay, so we safely left. That's why it was a little short. So I think we can continue from here. We'll go through this quickly. What you doing here? Sit on the chair. Let's see. Okay. We're on the right path. This is what will carry the story forward and keep you within it. You don't want to leave here. When we get out of here, will I be free again? Of course, of course. The winds are the way, you just keep going. The woman walks towards the wall on your left. She cracks open the alchemy cabinet. A warm breeze does her hair. You see a single tear roll down her cheek. I hope you find what you're looking for on the other side, my son. The moment you step into the alchemy cabinet, you fall into a kind of void. Warm winds swirl around you, and once again you'll find yourself wondering when you finally hit the ground. I'm falling again. Was this how it was meant to be? More Latin. More Latin. Click to continue. Act 3. The 65th month. Huh? Now in your interrupted fall, a metallic taste burns in your throat. Blood and rust mingle with the air you breathe. Beneath your hands there is a damp warmth, as though something has come alive. Where am I? At the beginning of your salvation, and of course at the end of all things, do you see it? You climb now. Your nails are clawing at the rotten boards. Yet beneath them something's writhe. In the darkness there a pale light flickers. The light that will grant you freedom. For the story to end and for you to awaken, you need one final crescendo. You think you are moving forward. You think the story has forced this upon you, but do not despair. It was never about choices. Approach delay. You crawl across rotting boards that resemble living flesh. The pale light in the darkness grows ever stronger. At last, its edge takes the form of an arched doorway. As you cross the threshold, the light spheres your eyes, and then you find yourself inside the house again. The house where you once waited in the rain at the door, where Lilith insisted you eat, where you believe your memories alone kept standing. But this is not that house. This is the remnants of it. Everything is paler, grayer. The cracked walls have partly collapsed, their beams jutting out like bones from a broken limb. The windows quiver like taut skin. Oh no, it's the corpse man again. And right before you, upon the table bathed in silvery moonlight, lies a body. Around it, in the chair, sit three figures, three familiar people, a young woman, a corpse cut below waist, and an old woman. You? Now, right on time. Come on then, golden boy, come. We've kept the finest part for you. How'd you get here? Weren't you supposed to be downstairs? Downstairs? What are you babbling? With a feast such as this, why will we drowse downstairs? Won't you join us? What feast? We thought you knew, thought you recognized. Look, won't you look? Move closer to the table. You move closer to the corpse gleaming in the moonlight. A scent drifts to your nose, incense tangled with tall-leaf herbs. Then your gaze falls to her clothes, to her hair, blazing in the fiercest crimson. Lilith. Her body lies motionless. From her neck, through her chest, and down her torso run jagged fissures, as though something had torn its way out from within. Her face has been flayed away. Remain silent. Keenan's chain-bound arms tear bloody chunks from Lilith's throat, rocking the corpse to and fro. The lifeless head of the woman you no longer recognize rise with each wrench as though striving to turn towards you. Everything begins in silence, doesn't it, golden boy? Anyway, we were getting a bit hungry. A piece for each of us, if you catch my drift. I don't understand. This never-ending search, in the depths of meaning and memory, hasn't it always been what pulls you along? The answer you seek waits upon the plates before them. Get closer. Look at the man's plate. What the Briar doing? We're talking to a corpse with its guts out. Hello, Civ. Welcome, Civ. Your gaze drops to the plate before the man. Amidst the clotted gore rests a tongue torn from where it belongs. It seems like across its surface, like words scrawled in dried blood. We had another part in mind for you, but it seems Lilith left nothing unsaid, unlike you. Would you? He jerks his chin toward the tongue on his plate. No, I won't take my former lover's tongue. Don't take the tongue. Yeah, okay, you have a cold or something? Yeah, I'm a little sniffly. I'd sneeze a bunch. Now I'm stiffly. Do not worry, golden boy. Take it. Before entering the final scene, you'll need a little voice. In the moonlight, the torn-out tongue gleams strangely. The corpse cut off at the waist wears a grin poised to twist into terror at any moment. No, I don't want the tongue! The ritual is halted, unfinished. Something once cracked now splinters deep within. Lilith's body gives a faint convulsion. Black fluid seeps from the corner of her mouth. Perhaps she still had words left unsaid. Ah well, maybe next time someone else will speak in her place. Lily spoke all she needed. Did she? Let's think about it. Did she reveal what was your creation? Lilith had no creation. It's a trick. Then I hope you can say the same for the child in her womb. What? He was pregonando? Wait, hold on. Oh god, I need to sneeze. But it's not coming. Oh wait. I was told if you look at the light, you will sneeze. I don't think that works. I went to look at the light. Your gaze shifts to the woman lying on the table. Her corpse lies bathed in moonlight. Yes, as if you think something is moving in her belly. There's nothing more to tell. Oh, I need to. Sniffly. The man's head slumps onto his left shoulder. In his eyes you see disappointment, and yet a deep pride as well. The rotten boards creak as if braced. From the broken ceiling, a few drops of rain fall onto your face. Was that all? You step back. The body of the man cut below waist stands before you, but it does not end. It cannot, for there is another who awaits you. Another you must complete. The young woman? Of course. Your eyes drift to the young woman's plate. Upon it lies a thin, bloodied strip of skin, folded, carefully placed. Seems you never seen me. She pushes the strip of skin towards you. I suppose it was me who wanted to see you like this, but don't take the skin. You look down at the bundle in her palms. A familiar warmth rises, brushing against your face. You feel another pair of lips resting upon your own, but you do not reach out. I needed to be seen, not just looked at, but seen. Noticed, I mean, to be seen, recognized. I never cried my own face. You? Never carried my own face. I suppose we all wear different faces, always. What does this button do? Oh! There's more behind. Which one you wearing? The one I created. Then that explains the stat on your face. What you mean? Have you ever looked at your own face? Touch your face? You slowly raise your hand to your own face. When your fingers brush past your temple, you feel it. A protrusion, a line, a stitch, a mass wrapping from your brow to your chin. Your breath falters. What's happening? Try to remove the mass. You run your fingers along the edges of the stitches, finding a tiny gap to slip your nail into. It doesn't hurt, yet for the first time you feel it. The thing covering your face is real. There's a face upon your face. Maybe it should stay where it is. I thought coming this far you might be ready to see. At least show the lady what you done to your own face. Her gaze drifts towards Lilith. She offers the skin on her plate back to you, then turns her eyes towards Lilith again. The soft tissue on the plate darkens with blood. Thick black liquid seeps slowly from its folds. I'm not touching the skin. You turn to Lilith, staring blankly at the ceiling with lidless eyes. Her pus-covered, flesh-torn face looks even paler under the silvery moonlight streaming through the broken roof. The skin peeled from her face still lies on the plate. A faint, unshakable feeling rises within you that something remains unfinished. At least you tried. The young woman's voice betrays her disappointment. Glance at the people at the table. You glance at those around the table. The eyes watching you seem unaware of what has just happened. Each fragment takes its time to settle into place. What you fled from now stands directly before you, dissolved, fractured, torn apart, and ruined. Was it always meant to be this way? Will it always remain so? I saw Lilith transformed into something different, a creature perhaps, or perhaps she had always been so. Something you told yourself time and again. It was always easier to blame her, easier than turning inward and facing yourself. But now you must prove whether you are worthy of salvation or not. What now? Tell me, narrate or whatever. Let this torment end. Moonlight spills through the fractured roof, and abysmal silence fills the room. You no longer believe those gathered around the table even breathe. Lilith's body lies there, still as stone. No, not quite. The boards, the glass, the scattered things around you strain, awaiting. All this horror, all the questions, all the hatred. It's to bring me here, wasn't it? So I could see you like this. I'm going to the door. When you look at Lilith one last time, the floorboards groan beneath you. You realize you've been clinging to a memory that you no longer wish to remember, and in that realization you feel purposeless. 5 years ago, after the ritual, you never knew whether the lover you betrayed had died or not. Now you do. She waits, her empty dark mouth, her flayed face glimmering in the moonlight. I know, my child. You must know when to let go. She's not waiting for you. Every time you read that letter, you kept her alive. I only wish she knew why I did what I did. Of course you do. Isn't that why we're here? Why we've reached the final scene? Outside, the slowing rain seeps through the cracked glass, dripping onto the boards. In the hush between drops, it sounds like the beating of a heart. Truths don't turn into forgiveness within the cocoon of time. For your actions to find meaning isn't that simple, my child, but at least you tried to piece at least some of it together. I never told about the past. I never completed the past for her, did I? Perhaps you were waiting for the right moment. You wanted to do what was right. The memory of her in your mind will soon reach its end. The wood creaks one last time, then silence. It stretches. The floor beneath your feet stirs faintly, like a living membrane. The torn black threads of the curtains shiver by the windows. Silence. It stretches. Then a breath. You see Lilith's chest rise upon the table. Her eyes turn to you. Her body tenses, as if she's being born again, yet there is nothing miraculous in it. That's impossible! You no longer question whether Lilith is alive. You've moved past what's possible, yet you can't still the chill rising through your spine. Your steps backward creak the floor. Lilith's body straightens, her skin still taut, the muscles in her neck tighten. Welcome home, my love. For a moment, I feared you wouldn't come. I remember you saying that when I first came here. The first time. You've no idea how many times you've read the letter that you wrote yourself, my love. The letter that brought you here to me. This isn't the first, nor will it be the last. But don't worry, we are almost here. We're almost complete. You see Lilith's chest rise and fall. Her jaw moves as though she's still speaking, yet what comes out is only moist breath and a trace of black phlegm. The words emerge instead from the throat of the body of the man cut off at the waist, slumped in his chair at an unnatural angle. His half-open mouth shapes Lilith's voice. All this was your revenge on me for killing you, for that night 5 years ago. Oh, how happy I was when you came home that night. 5 years ago, I had everything ready. You said you'd never leave me, and I believed you. You said, I'm not lying. You weren't afraid. But then, when the ritual was about to begin, you ran. You betrayed me. They took my arms, my tongue, my face. You weren't there. Maybe I wasn't there, but I thought of you, always. I never stopped thinking of you. Oh, should I pity you now? Is that how you soothe your pride, by saying you thought of me? Ha! Yes, you did. Yes, you think of me. You always did. And this is what your thoughts have made. Do you really think you can leave here with an unraveling? Livber's seas are foaming. A garden of white flowers burns in crimson fire. Bare feet trample the wilted petals. From the east, something vast approaches. It wasn't always like this. At the beginning, I truly loved you. Until you fell into madness, trapped inside your obsessions. Madness, huh? That's exactly what you feared. But it was you who fed my obsession. My madness grew from you. I always loved you, despite you. Look what it's made of me. You brought this upon yourself. You muster your courage and point your finger. You managed to say you, a tremendous act of bravery. Perhaps something inside you just truly has changed. No, my love, not I. We brought it here, together, just like our creation, that we created together. You mean a child, don't you? Tell me the truth of it. You think Lilith smiles. Until you realize how this is possible, she already braces herself against the edge of the table. Dark veins run from her shoulder to her thigh, like dried muscle strands. She grips her damp crimson dress, tears her skirt apart, and parts her legs. Welcome home, my love, to your first and final home. Inside me. What the heck? What are you doing? I love you. Moonlight spills over Lilith, who sits on the table with her legs spread apart. Her lidless eyes do not leave you. Her half-lit face is pure horror. Then between her thighs, oh gosh, something's gonna crawl out of there, isn't it? Something flickers into view and vanishes. A smoke, gray, black, it seeps out between her legs, thick and viscous like sludge. The wind ceases. Something crawls into the world. Lilith's rage for you is taking form. The creation. No. Her love. That's what she called it. You heard her too. It's love. A love beyond the borders of the material realm. A love so magnificent. The smoke coils upward. A newborn storm. A whirlwind. It surrounds you. Fills the room. A metallic taste coats your tongue. Your breath shortens. Lilith's love begins to fill you. Yes. Your vision darkens. You feel it, don't you? And in the end, a voice. Tell me, my love. Once we speak of this, there'll be no turning back. So tell me, do you wish to remember your past or see the truth? Sure, I'll see the past. I got an achievement to choose to remember the past. The smoke closes in around you. Memories long buried begin to unravel, spilling before you with a shiver along your spine. The last rays of the setting sun shimmer on the lake. You were young then, in the middle of the youth. You sat alone on the trunk of a fallen tree, far from the noise of the festival marking the new circat cycle. You looked at the water. Do you remember what you were thinking? My mother's story? The one about the star that fell from the sky? The star that fell into the lake, turning into a pearl, left alone in the middle of everything. You were thinking of how the story ended. Would you ever find your place in the sky? That's where I found you for the first time. Why are you telling me this? Because you must remember how everything began, how you came this far, the lake, the house, the ritual. Only then you will understand. Understand what? Why all of this is necessary. Do not be afraid, my love. Do not be afraid. Tell me how you feel. I remember feeling seen for the first time. The setting sun washed everything in amber light. In your eyes I saw the same sorrow as mine. The helpless rage of fading, of becoming nothing, the thorny stasis of knowing we will both end. We just stood there. Lilith's voice reverberates, growing distant and wide. The mist begins to move. The lake evaporates. The stones melt. The fallen tree roots itself again. The sun sinks and moonlight takes its place. In your hand you hold a rustic key. You're standing before the door to the house. Do you remember the day we first came here? Small, damp, the door barely open. You brought it with the little inheritance with your father. You bought it with the little inheritance for your father. You said we would be reborn here together. The rustic key rests in your palm, its markings erased by age. This place couldn't be saved, it was a grave. A grave? No, we were going to make it new again. Before you ran, you promised, you and I, we would have our creation. You buried me there. That house, the cradle, the room in the basement, you were trying to make something out of me. I thought, by coming this far, you had found your courage, found yourself. I thought you'd be brave enough for both of us. Now you either open that door and beyond death you'll see it, or you stay alone forever. What are you talking about? Our creation. We never had a creation, Lilith. How certain you sound, my love. Then see what you forgot and what you buried. The moon darkens. The ground trembles beneath your feet. The soil opens like a womb, pulling you in. You fall. Then impact. Face down on wet stone. The metallic taste in your mouth tells you you've bitten your tongue. Blood drips from your nose. What are you doing, Lilith? Lilith steps into the crimson light. Her belt buckle clatters to the floor, the sound echoing off the walls. Her clothing slips from her shoulders. From the wound in her throat, black fluid spills. But your eyes drift downward to her naked body, to her chest and her swollen belly. I told you here. Not that first day, not when we spoke of the ritual. Afterwards, I was carrying our creation when I died. That's impossible. This is just another trick. These are truths, my love. You lived them all again and again. You no longer have a body, but you do have an ending. One where everything finds meaning, except it. Your name, your blood, your conscience, they're all needed to complete the ritual. Lilith pulls the cradle closer. Within its hollow, you glimpse black smoke coiling and turning. She lifts a knife from inside it. I don't think I can do this. All this cowardice. I thought by now, after coming this far, you'd found your courage, that you could finally stand by what you've done. And now you stand before me, saying you cannot. I can't. I couldn't then, I can't now. Then you'll stay here until the end of time. The smoke within the cradle rises thick and heavy, like the fluid once spilled from the throat. It wraps around you. You stand amid the storm. Your memories spin through your mind, striking the faint shards of your awareness and shattering. Each fragment collides, merges, separates, until nothing remains but black smoke. You stand alone at the center of the void. At last, your body begins to dissolve. Lilith. What? Huh? Okay, art style change. You stand in the middle of the void. There's no whisper but a hum in your ears. You open your mouth to speak, but the sound rising from your lungs does not become words, only damp air. 2. You draw a deep breath and try to scream, but nothing comes, not even a whisper. The air is heavy, thick. 3. When you look around, you see you are still in the basement. The damn stones wait in a circle. The book on the table, the knife on the cradle, gleam. 4, 5, 6, 7. You look around, you are still in the basement. Wet stone surrounds you. No door, no window, no exit. The ceiling above you feels as if it rises forever into the dark. A red light of no clear source glows around you. On the table, the book. In the cradle, the knife. Both shine. 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 56, 57, 65. From a corner, Lilith watches you. She has no face. Black fluid slides down from her throat. Her lidless eyes, white and round like marbles, never stop staring. The rotten muscles around her mouth are drawn tight. A shiver runs from your nape to the base of your spine. Oh my god. Within the silence, the first thing you forget is your own voice. So we got locked in the basement forever, with her corpse just eternally staring at us. Well, that's no bueno. That's no bueno at all. Okay, what happens if we continue and like, okay, let's see. Which ending do we get? Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can confront the creation part. Do we actually see a baby? Open the door. The door creaks open. The moment one you've lived before crashes over you even stronger than the last. Somewhere deep inside, you expect to see someone kneeling there, but only dust and cobwebs greet you. You said we could turn this place into something else. Didn't I? Look how warm and full of love it's become. Ours together. We could have remade it starting from below. Below? Yes, below the basement. Before your eyes, the walls shift without sound. Boards and stones bend and twist. Reality folds itself neatly out of joint. The old basement door materializes before you. Through its narrow opening, a staircase descends. Go. You descend slowly. The deeper you go, the colder it gets. Sweat runs from your nape down to your spine. Your breathing quickens. The smell of moss and damp fills your nostrils. At the bottom, you see cellar stones awash in red light. In the small room stands a table and 3 chairs. Thank you for headpads. It was here when I first told you about the path of the grand unification. We had to stay hidden from curious eyes to read the book, to perform the ritual. It was necessary for all of this, so that you could be inside me. The black alchemy ritual. Lilith, this is where you said we had to die. Die! The eternal unification lies beyond death. It unites us all, and what it requires is simple: a silver thread bearing your name, blood drawn deep from your wrists, and a letter left behind. You had already begun the ritual. The letter, the one thing that started everything. Lilith rises from the shadowed wall. She grips your collar. Your feet leave the ground. She seats you roughly in one of the chairs before the table. Your lungs empty in a ragged breath. Warm liquid runs from your nose to your chin. Yes, but I didn't write that letter. Every line belonged to you. You wrote it yourself during those 65 months you stayed here. Your guilt grew so vast that in the end you believed the letter I sent was the one you had written. What do you mean? She takes the book from the table. You already know what lies within. Madness, obscenity, worse. From between its pages, a folded piece of paper falls. Lilith picks it up and holds it out to you. Here it is. Your trembling hands reach forward. Drops fall from your chin onto the paper. They sound like rain against the floorboard, staining the white sheet. Driving me to death instead of finishing the ritual, it was unbearable to you. I will give birth to our creation. Why did you write that? It's your handwriting. Our denial, my love. Just like when you denied where you wrote these lines. But you know, this letter was born of your fear, and also of our child's fate. Lilith steps into the crimson light. Her belt buckle clatters to the floor, the sound echoing off the walls. Her clothing slips from her shoulders, from the wound in her throat. Black fluid spills, but your eyes drift downward to her naked body, to her chest and her swollen belly. No, my love. Us. You remember everything now, every choice that led you here. The lake, the house, the ritual, me and our creation. You see your past. Everything ends here, but you must accept it. Your name, your blood, your conscience, all are needed to complete the ritual. Lilith pulls the cradle close. Okay, she takes the knife. There's no other way, is there? No, my love. We did a... Don't do this at home, kids. You stand in an empty room before a mirror. There are 1,000 reflections in the glass. Your father's, your mother's, Lilith's, Clara's, and finally, a strange palimpsest of your own face layered upon themselves. Whom did you love? Whom did you bury? Whom did you silence? And now what have you done to yourself? In the end, I died. You take a step toward the mirror. A thin light threads from your chest. Where your heart should be, there is a hollow. Empty, quite empty. As you pass through the glass, you hear Lilith whisper a single word. What'd she say? All stories, if it is, end in death. Okay. All stories end in death. So we just moided we just moided ourselves? Huh. Is it like weird that we've been mad this whole time? Let me see. Cause we moided ourselves there. It feels like an elaborate, like, what's it called? Like, you're trying to deal with grief. Hello, Omegs. Welcome, Omegs. Because it starts off with like, okay, so we got her killed because she was practicing black magic. And then at a lot of points in the story, you can like accept what you've done and kind of accept your guilt and then kind of leave the area. And that's like the good end. And you can see that you get it. There's a lot of points where you can get it. But then, should we escape? I think so, kind of. I think that's what it's suggesting. That's the past, if you remember. We can also pick the truth. So only like 3 endings missing. The first one is when we ate the meat and became one with her. Which was very weird. That one we got in the demo. Wonder how do we get this other one? Do not open the door, baby? But that's what I didn't do. I didn't open the door. Try again, maybe. If you don't get down, you'll get every achievement. I don't think I can get every achievement. Let me check my achievements. Yeah, there are like 23 achievements that I still haven't gotten. I don't think I can get all the achievements. Let's see. Oh lord, yeah, that's a lot of achievements. Wait. Under the red light of the setting sun, the lake begins to boil. It swells. It rises to the fallen log where you sit. Before you can move, you're in the scalding water. You try to breathe and your lungs fill with it. You turn and then suddenly you hit wet stone face first. The metallic taste floods your mouth. You have bitten your tongue. Your nose is bleeding. The house's basement stones are washed in crimson light. In the middle of the room stand a table and 3 chairs. Breathe. Oh god. Okay, this is about the Black Unification. I don't want to be inside you, Lilith. So be it, my love. Now you are not ready yet. You must begin again from the very start. You return here once more until you are ready. The damn stones collapse with a roar. The ground cracks, yet nothing rises this time. The shadows between the bricks withdraw. The crimson light fades. Lilith steps back. There is no fury on her face. No grief, only exhaustion. The lips move silently, but you understand. There's nothing left to say. Everything stops. An abysmal silence envelops you. The house, its beams and stones, waits motionless. No door, no exit. No cry, no breath. Only darkness. Again. You draw a deep breath. The halt of sea stings your throat, far past the hook haven, which is woven by the grounded ships of Livber. There's a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the power it holds, enough to alter all of Gaia. A womb for gales to blow out of. But you come here, you wait, standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut. 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. What am I waiting for? For what's standing before you not really be there when you open your eyes, for the rain soaking you through to finally die down, for it all to turn out to be some sick joke, but none of it will happen. You will only keep hoping they might, and all of it will happen again. When you choose to forget, you are doomed to dream the same dream evermore. Oh, okay, so it is like trying to confront what happened by replaying the same things all over and all over and all over again. I see. Then we also have this other endings up here where we can do. But I feel like I want to take a little break. Sees how many endings are there? There's 3 more endings that we haven't gotten. One we already got in the demo. But there's 3 more endings we haven't gotten. Big sniffer. I'm thinking whether or not I want to continue, or like maybe we can just like keep the mystery for now. Sniffles. Yeah, I've been sniffling all night, unfortunately. Big sniffer. I mean, wait. Me too. You're also sniffling? Okay, let me go back to this page. Yeah, I forgot the banner earlier. Now we have the banner. Because we're playing Poor Sniffer. So these visual novels that we're gonna play this week, at least till next few days. Thank you for head pat. Is gonna be is part of the Choose Wisely festival on Steam. The link is in the description of like what the Choose Wisely festival and whatnot. It's a bunch of games that are on sale and they're like featuring, and it's all like story-based games, which is why I thought that would be fun to join. Because you know how we like story-based games on this channel. Story-based games. Also, I thought that was really interesting. It's definitely very surreal, the game. There is Sucker for Love 2 would also be fun. I unfortunately I already know all the stories for Sucker of Love 1 and 2, so I can't really play it because I already know all what is gonna happen because I watch people play it. It's kind of dog. It is kind of dog, but I guess it's good for a spooky time. Let me see if they have any other games as part of the festival. We're playing a few, and then there are a few more games that some developers reach out to me, but I'm gonna play in probably January. or maybe like February. There's one game that's kind of interesting. It's about VTubers, but that didn't make the. I didn't have enough time for that game. What about Date Everything? I have not played. I don't have Date Everything, but that does look interesting. Cause I saw some people play it a little bit. VTubers? What's that? What is a VTuber? Who is it? Who done be a VTuber? Do you have plans to play Blueprints? You can get 1 million streams of it. Yeah, but I've seen Blueprints. It's that one door opening game, right? It looks difficult to beat though. I still got a lot of games that we're still in the midst of doing, like Kingdom Hearts, and I'm gonna play the Digimon game, not the new one, the old one. And I haven't started that one yet. Ooh, but I'm looking at the 𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔 Festival. The 𝒊𝒏𝒌𝒔 Festival like store right now. Actually, it looks pretty cool. It's got like a bunch of stuff on that seems interesting. Door opening roguelike puzzle game. You put so many hours into it with my friend. Oh, is it like, can more people play it? Or is it like you try and solve the puzzle together? But yeah, there seems to be a lot of cool visual novels and story-based games for on featured for this. I think I'm this is pretty cool. I'll probably look into more games later. It's one player, but we sit there with notebook and take turns between. Yeah, I see. That sounds fun. Yeah, I think I might actually go, cause I've been sniffling a bit, not feeling too Gucci, because I mean I'm okay. It's just that a little bit sniffly and all that, you know. So I think what we can do. I know who's online right now. I know who we can raid. We raid. Do you have medicine? I can take some flu medicine. Get rest and feel better. Thank you. Make sure to get rest. Thank you. We will go and raid Rika. She's playing Undertale. I think she's at the end. Near the end, at least. So we'll go and raid Rika. Take care, bro. Thank you. Hopefully tomorrow I wouldn't be less sniffly. Get some warmth, some sleep. Yeah, thank you. I've been sleeping all day. Rest well. Thank you. Okay, let me put in the raid. We go and raid Rika. But also, if you are interested, oh, you get well soon, Briar. Oh my god, it's 𝒊𝒐𝒏𝒌𝒔. 𝒊𝒐𝒏𝒌𝒔's been here the whole time. Hi and bye, 𝒊𝒐𝒏𝒌𝒔. Hi and bye. Alright, guys. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're playing another visual novel. Thank you. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.